To you all, you're welcome to another beautiful episode of the program This Day in History right here on Flip TV, and I am Lara. Our focus for today is going to be on the 9th of March, way back in history. I read, on March 9th, 1959, the first Barbie doll goes on display at the American Toy Fair in New York City. 11 inches tall with a waterfall of blonde hair, Barbie was the first mass-produced toy doll in the United States with adult features. The woman behind Barbie was Ruth Handler, who co-founded Mattel Inc. with her husband in 1945. After seeing her young daughter ignore a baby doll to play with paper doll of adult women, Andler realized there was an important niche in the market for a toy that allowed little girls to imagine the future. So Barbie's appearance was modeled on a doll named Lily, based on a German cosmic strip character. Originally, Lily was marketed as a racy gag gift to adult men. Gag gift means a kind of gift that is humorous, that is meant to crack someone up. So originally, the Lily doll was marketed as a racy gag gift to adults men in tobacco shops. The Lily doll later became extremely popular with children. Now, Mattel bought the rights to Lily and made its own version with Handler, named after her daughter Barbara, with its sponsorship of the Mickey Mouse Club TV program in 1955. Mattel became one of the first toy companies to broadcast commercials to children. Now, they used this medium to promote their new toy, and by 1961, the enormous consumer demand for the doll led Mattel to release a boyfriend for Barbie. Handler named the boyfriend Ken. If you remember that song, I'm a Barbie girl, at the beginning there was something like, hi Barbie, hey Ken. So I guess Ken was a doll, and the doll represent a boyfriend for Barbie. Barbie's best friend Mish came out in 1963. Her little sister Skipper debuted the following year. So this is a whole world built around toys, and they're actually realistic, and trying to create a Barbie doll that has a boyfriend, that has a friend, that has a sister. We move on. On 9th of March 1961, on 9th of March 1961, Ivan Ivanovich is how do I explain it? Is a human dummy that traveled into space, and it was given the name. It's made like a mannequin. Okay, let me just read straight up instead of racking my head. On 9th March 1961, Ivan Ivanovich, a human dummy, traveled into space. Ivan was the name given to a mannequin used in testing the Soviet Vostok spacecraft in preparation for its crewed mission. Ivan first flew into space on Sputnik 4, also known as Sputnik 9, on 9th of March 1961, accompanied by a dog, various reptile, and 80 mice and guinea pig. Some of them were placed inside the dummy's body. Now, this was done to test the spacecraft's communication system. An automatic recording of a choir was placed also in Ivan's body. Now, this way, any radio station who heard the recording would understand it was not real human or a person. Ivan was made to look as lifelike as possible, with eyes, eyebrow, eyelashes, and a mouth. He was dressed in a cosmonaut suit and strongly resembled a dead person. For this reason, a sign reading "Market," which is the Russian name for dummy, was placed under his feet, so that anyone who found him on his mission would not think he was a corpse or an alien. Okay, but now I move on. On 9th of March 2013, the Nigerian government changed the name of the Ministry of Trade and Investment to Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment was created to play a decisive role in the diversification of resource base of of the economy by promoting trade and investment, with special emphasis on increased production and export of non-oil and gas products that will lead to wealth and job creation, poverty reduction, and to ensure enhanced service delivery in a manner that will stimulate the growth of the domestic economy for self-reliance and export, and its integration into the global market, taking full advantage of globalization. I move on. In 1562, kissing in public was banned in Naples, and the punishment if you're caught was by death. Ooh la la, that's a serious one. In 1987, the American Motors Corporation, best known for creating the Jeep, was bought by Chrysler. Okay, now let's move into the National Day. The first National Day we are celebrating here is the National Get Over It Day. Now, this is so straight to the point. I don't need to explain too much about it. Whatever it is that is bugging you, making you have mood swing, just find a day today to get over it. Now, each year on the 9th of March, people across the country observe National Get Over It Day. Just as it implies, the day is to do exactly what I just said. Get over it. Whatever it is. It may be a variety of things. Sometimes we need to get over the small things like spilled milk or traffic, even news, even bad news, whatever, poor grade argument with family members shouldn't cause us to live our lives in a state of misery forever. So get over it. Today is also said to be a National Barbie Day. National Barbie Day celebrates an iconic toy that premiered on this day in 1959. Barbie debuted at the American International Toy Fair in New York. I love this Oyinbo people. Anything and everything, they package it. Alright, I move on. The World Kidney Day, this day in history, to raise awareness about various kidney diseases that exist and how they can affect one's life. Now, the human body requires a kidney to function properly, and without a healthy one, even the simplest of tasks become a dare task. So as a result, hundreds of events are held around the world on this day to raise awareness about kidney health. This includes things like public screenings, seminars, marathon, among others. The goal is to raise awareness about kidney health and how people can live a long and disease-free life. Born on this day in history are the program This Day in History tomorrow. And in case you're viewing for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. See you tomorrow.